What's up, guys? I feel like the textures of this outfit don't go together. What's up, you guys? It's your Shaky. Guys, listen, we got another reaction video coming at ya. We're gonna be reacting to 10 homebrew rules that ChatGPT made for me. My producer found all of these, so this is the first time I will be seeing all of them. I have no hopes for this whatsoever, so I do not think that there is any way that these are gonna be good, but let's get into it. I'm curious to see what they're gonna be. Number 1, permanent death for critical failures rules. I already hate this. If a player rolls a nat 1 on any important check, attack, saving throw, etc., they must make a constitution saving throw. Failure results in permanent death, no resurrection allowed. A character is gone for good if they fail, no exceptions. The party must live with consequences of their actions. No, that's not the consequences of the actions. That is the consequences of a rule that they have no determination in. That is not a consequence for their action at all. Listen, death already sucks. Why would you do that? That's so stupid. I don't like that. Number 2, no multi-classing rule. Multi-classing is strictly forbidden. Characters must stay true to their original class and only gain abilities based on that class's progression. This rule eliminates optimum builds and forces players to embrace role-playing limitations. If anyone dares to try, their character is forcibly retired from the campaign. No questions asked. I guess if you want, if your whole table agrees on them, I guess that could be said for any of these, but that just seems a little limiting to me. I feel like multi-classing, I don't even multi-class that much. I usually play one class all the way through, but that's because I'm usually a DM and not a player and don't necessarily always get to play a class true and true. So I like to take that opportunity to do so. But there are so many role-playing opportunities that you could get with multi-classing. So the aspect of it saying that it forces them to embrace roleplay I guess it says limitations, but at the same time, why? There's already rules in multi-classing. Like, have to be certain strengths and stuff. You still have to meet these requirements to multi-class in the first place. Whatever. Number 3, alignment is absolute rule. Already know. I hate alignment. I think alignment is stupid. Alignment cannot change. No exceptions. If a character is lawful good, they must adhere to a rigid moral code. And if they're chaotic evil, they must act in ways that are purely disruptive to the party. Even if it's inconvenient, changing alignment even once results in an immediate expulsion from the party and a new character must be created. You guys can't see, but I'm looking over at my producer with the what the f look at my face right now. No, that's stupid. I think alignments already are stupid and shouldn't be used. I understand why people use them as if anything, I think they should be used as a stepping stone, but I do not believe that anyone is just good or bad or neutral. I think it is a spectrum and everyone's constantly moving on the spectrum. So by making it absolute, you are making your character one-dimensional. You're giving them no depth. That's so stupid. 4, no healing potions in combat rule. Healing potions cannot be used in combat, period. Healing magic is fine. If you want a potion, you have to drink it before the fight or after the battle ends. In the heat of combat, you're expected to rely on the party's healing abilities or risk death. No quick healing spamming allowed. So like, if it was like, oh, it's like a low, alchemy doesn't exist in that way, and you try to make it like a world building thing, like, I could maybe get behind it. But the like quick spamming, it's not really like spamming. You're still taking up part of your like action, and it's not like healing you at the same time. I play with the options that potions are a bonus action to drink. I know a lot of people use it as an action, so it's like, bro, ChatGPT, no. Just let people drink their potions. I don't like that. I could see it if you were going to try and world build around it, but it doesn't feel like that's what's happening right now. ChatGPT is like, everyone dies, everyone leaves the campaign, no one heals. None of these are good. None of these are in the player's favor, it seems. Alright, number 5, 1 roll per session rule. What the f? Each player is allowed to roll only once per session for any type of check, attack, or saving throw. Once you've rolled, you're stuck with it for the rest of the session. No rerolls, no second chances, and no arguing. This could be a major risk for high-stakes situation, but also adds an element of tension and excitement. I don't know if it adds excitement. I think that everyone would lead mad because you just have one bad roll. Most people roll bad all the time anyways. Like, I've had so many sessions where my players are just like switching out their dice because they think that that's going to change something with how they're rolling, because they're just rolling so bad all the time. So if every time they came in, they only rolled bad the whole time, no one would be having any fun. Also, does the DM only do one roll? This makes no sense. Whatever. I don't like this. 6. Level cap at 10 roll. Characters cannot progress beyond level 10. Once you hit level 10, your character is maxed out and can only increase stats or acquire new items, but no further growth. The focus of the campaign is on storytelling and role-playing, not endless power creep. This will cause an uproar among min-maxers and high-level combat enthusiasts. This just sounds like, if you look at like campaign modules that are out there, they tell you what levels you're going to get to. The beginning ones, I think, are like 1 through 5 for like Lost Mines of Fendelvor or whatever that one is. It's not that high anyways. So it just sounds like you're just setting the range that you want to get them through. That doesn't necessarily feel like a homebrew rule. That just feels like, unless you're not ending the campaign around that. If they're saying that you go to level 10, but then the story continues on for like a year after, that's stupid. And I think that's what they're saying, now that I'm thinking about it more. And I hate that. No, give your players things. Make it fun. They're the main character. Shut up. Number 7, permadeath for critical failures in combat rule. If a player rolls a nat 1 during combat, they don't just suffer a failure, they suffer a permanent consequence, such as losing an eye, a limb, or even dying. This introduces a real long-term consequence for bad rolls and could create serious tension at the table, especially for players who rely on luck. I think this is actually a rule. I think it is a variation of a rule, at least in the 2014 DMG. So that's not much of a homebrew. ChatGPT. Idiot. So I don't have much reaction to that. I get it. If you're gonna do that, have it happen to your enemies too. You gotta have it happen to the enemies too. You can't just make your players deal it and then you have a nat 1 and then you suffer no consequences. That's stupid to me. I feel like I'm just calling everything stupid in this video, but a lot of this is stupid. It makes me... Okay. Number 8, compulsory PvP for disagreements rule. If players have a serious disagreement about in-game choices, whether to trust an NPC or betray them, the dispute must be settled with a PvP duel. No exceptions. The winner gets their way and loser must suffer the consequences of their actions. This rule could cause chaos and serious moral questions about teamwork. Have you ever heard of violence is not the answer? Because, wow, let's talk about it. Violence is not the answer. That's only going to cause issues between your players in real life, too. People are going to get mad. That sucks. That's an awful way to, like, solve agreements. That sounds like a 13-year-old boy wrote this rule because every time the 13-year-old boy doesn't get his way, he's just like, I want to go outside, bro. No one wants to go outside, Kevin. Sit down. Don't do that. Don't make your players PvP something out. Here's a fun fact. It's a role-playing game. Maybe have them role-play it out. Hot take. Number 9, no fast travel rule. There's no such thing as fast travel. Travel time is calculated realistically and players must account for days or even weeks of travel between locations. No teleportation, no magical speed boots. If you want to get from one place to another, you have to deal with the full journey and its consequences. This can drag out the campaign, but also adds immersion. That's fair. That one I don't think is that insane. I think that is something that needs to be discussed with your table though, and you also have to make it interesting. You have to make travel interesting then, because otherwise every day you're just like, okay, walk for 8 hours, nothing happens. You see a funny rock, that's gonna get boring for not only the DM, but the player as well, really fast. So you gotta think of something else. Number 10, no magic items unless earned rule. Magic items can only be earned by completing specific quests or challenges. They cannot be bought, found in treasure hoards, or received as gifts. If a player asks for a magic item, they must embark on a personal quest to earn it. This puts the focus on earned rewards and reduces the loot frenzy common in many campaigns. That one I'm indifferent about as well, because I feel like that's just like style of how you like to give out magic items. Maybe magic items aren't as fruitful in your land, so it makes them more precious to come about. I don't think I would necessarily do it like that, because I do think giving a magical item as a gift, like completing the quest or something, which I guess it's kind of talking about as well, but like, I think there could maybe be some other ways to do it. But I understand if you like a more low magic campaign setting. That one I feel like I'm fine with. It just depends on your world building. Those are the 10 homebrew rules that we had. I think 8 of them I despised, and 2 of them I was just okay with.
Was there one rule that you hated the most?
Yeah, the 1 rule per session rule.
1 rule.
1 roll per session rule. That's so stupid. I love dice. I love rolling. You're taking out like the core concept of the campaign there, of the game. Really. Don't take away my rules.
Is there any rule that you would implement in your next session or one shot?
The 2 I was most okay with was the no magic items and then the fast travel rule as well. So I don't really see those coming into play in a one shot. I'm not going to change my campaign because these 2 are both things I feel like that should be discussed prior to starting a campaign as well.
Alright, last question. What is the most unhinged homebrew rule you've experienced or made your players follow?
I don't know if I don't know if it's necessarily unhinged, but a campaign that I'm in is very much in a horror theme right now. And as the players, we do not track our hit points. The DM tracks our hit points. So we have really no idea what our health is looking at. They don't tell us the damage, they tell us descriptions, but it makes us it puts us more in the horror theme. It's a lot. I really like it. I don't think it's for every single campaign. It works well for this one, but I like that one a lot. Alright gang, so those were ChatGPT homebrew rules that I did not like. I knew going in that I wasn't gonna like them. I said it in the beginning, I'm saying it again, I did not like those. They just wanted everybody to die. They were just like, no players, you have a bad time, and everyone dies. I would love to hear what some of your guys' favorite homebrew rules, whether they were good or completely atrocious, and you're like, why would we include this in the campaign? That would be, I love reading stuff like that. So let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, Shaky out.